Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Whew, we went live so fast then. I was just turning off my notifications. All right, you guys have been messaging me non-stop over the last kind of 24 hours since I came and talked to you yesterday about offers. So I'm super excited to be able to have you guys join me. I'm super excited to talk you through today's session where we're talking about traffic. The biggest reason why offers kind of go, and it's usually because you don't have enough traffic. So we're going to dive into that today. And guys, today's my little girl's birthday. Apart from she's not so little anymore. She's actually just turned 14. Wow. Okay. So what you will all be finding out later is if you haven't opted in yet for your Seat in Explain to Event Masterclass, just a little plug, my daughter said she thought that the bonus offer I threw in for you guys the other night was so good that I should extend it because it's her birthday. And my daughter is learning sales funnels and she's decided that that was a good thing to do. So that's what I've done is I've extended it. So until midnight tonight, if you do purchase, then you will get that ticket thrown in as an extra bonus. So just checking what we've got going on here. So Chris says, hey, I'm going to turn all these notifications off. So there we go. Fab. Right, you guys, so let's dive in now. You guys have joined me because I know sometimes it takes a little while for Facebook to do its magical thing. Hopefully it's not playing up quite so much today as it did for some people yesterday. And we're going to dive in and start talking all about traffic, like I said. So where do we start with traffic? Well, first of all, there's two ways to get traffic, as you know. Okay, you either get free traffic or you pay for it. And whether we like it or not, and most people forget this, Facebook and Instagram are designed to be pay-to-play platforms, okay? The algorithm is against us, which is why we have to have different revenues and different routes to generate traffic. So, number one in your workbook, if you're following along, is that traffic is the most important part of running an online business. It is mission critical. You can have the best offers, you can have thousands of offers. You know, when I used to have an e-com store, we had 30,000 products in store. If we didn't drive traffic every single day, we didn't get the sales. And that's just the truth of it. So the reason why most offers fall flat is because you haven't got the traffic coming through. Okay, your offers will always need enough traffic and it needs the right type of traffic. So they're going to fall flat in the face if you're not creating enough traffic, you're not creating the right traffic. And of course, most importantly, the easiest way to create that traffic is to do it with a little thing that we call warm traffic. Okay, so we create traffic by using warm traffic. I'm going to explain that in a moment. So there are several campaigns that you can do using your strongest assets from our asset audit. Okay, and that's going to help you create warm traffic to your matching offers. Remember, we talked about we get the offer, we get the traffic, and we put them together, and that's how we get them to sell, particularly if we're looking to do a fast 5. Okay, fast 5K. So how do we do this? Well, the first thing is that traffic, you know, we have to get our heads around either we put some work in, which is how we get free traffic, or we pay. It's that simple. Now, you will see people talk a lot about Facebook ads, and Facebook ads are great if you're going to be using, trying to generate consistent income. You have some bundle products, some pocket products, things like that. Yeah, go for it. Traffic like that will work. But the problem is that sometimes with Facebook ads, you're talking 6 to 8 weeks of testing before things really work. Sometimes you can nail it. Most of the time, it's 6 to 8 weeks. That is not going to generate as a fast 5K, is it? Okay. So we're going to have a little look at this traffic structure because we need to do free traffic. If we're looking at a fast 5K, we need to do free traffic so we can get in front of people fast. We need to do it so that obviously we're not wasting money. And unfortunately, we have to accept we're going to have to do a little bit of legwork here. And we talked about that slightly yesterday when we were talking about offers that work. So cold leads and people who don't know you will not buy from you. And cold leads are people who are kind of like, what, huh? There might be like, I signed up for their opt-in, or I signed up for an opt-in to download an ebook, but no idea who this person is. Like at the moment, for example, because everyone's gearing up for Black Friday, there's tons more emails coming out. I start getting emails from people where I'm looking going, who the hell is this? So I am cold traffic, even though I'm on their email list, because I don't know who they are. If I don't know who they are, am I going to trust them? Am I going to want to spend their money? I'm not going to want to spend money with them because I don't trust them. Particularly if I'm looking for a fast 5K where the offer is going to be, at least a couple of hundred, ideally a couple of thousand. No way am I going to do that if I don't know somebody and trust them. So we need to drive traffic using warm traffic sources. People that know you already, they like you and they trust you. So guys, I'm going to give you some numbers and I want you to have a little think as you're listening to the list and pop in the comments for me, numbers 1 to 5. Okay? And I'm going to tell you what each number represents. And I want to know for you guys, which number do you think you can work on the most? Okay, so number 1 is current buyers. Do you have current buyers? Could you make them offers? Are they the most people you've got? Subscribers. Do you have a big email list? Remember, we talked about this during Tuesday's session for the asset audit. Do you have enough subscribers on your email list? Could they be the people that you make the offer to? Number 3 is followers. That's social media. Okay? Because social media, people will buy, they will convert. But you need to have a decent number of them. So do you have any of them? Because your social media people that are liking your posts, that are commenting, are the people that are going to buy. If you've got, tens of thousands of people liking and following on social media, but they never actually interact with your posts, no, they're probably not going to be suddenly jumping up and down to get your latest offer. The next one, number 4. So number 1 was buyers, number 2, subscribers, number 3 is followers, number 4 is referrals. Do you have people that can send you new clients? We talked about this yesterday. We ran an example through. Okay, do you have people that can send you new clients? So that's number 4. And number 5 in the warm traffic options is old leads. People you have spoken to about business before. Remember, the offer doesn't have to be aligned with your long-term business goals. When we're looking to make a fast 5, the offer can be anything. It doesn't have to be aligned to your long permanent goals for your business. It's just some stuff you do to bring money in now so that you can invest in you or your business to then be able to go on and to build that kind of long-term business plan that you've got in your head. So do you have old leads? One of the ones people often talk to me about is that they've pivoted or they've transitioned. They've got leads from an old business. Can that work for the new one? Yes. Because you could reach out to all of those old leads and you can say, guys, just to let you know, you might still be doing it. You might say, I still do this, but I've also started a business doing this. This is what I've got going on at the moment. Would love to kind of set up a call with you and explain a bit more. Or I'd love to kind of work with you. Here's some information about what I'm doing. If you're interested, you can have them book a call if you really do want to talk to them. If they're kind of really cold in that respect and you're thinking, I may need to put a bit of work in here, have them book a call. If not, send them a link to the checkout page, guys. Don't feel you have to talk to them on a call. You can be like, guys, I've changed what I'm doing. I'm still doing this if you're still doing it, but actually I'm focusing more on this now. Here's some information about what I'm up to. I'd love to work with you if you think it's a good fit. Here's the information. If you want to work with me on it, here's the link to come and join and participate. Price is X. Okay? And they can come through and they can purchase. So they are the most common traffic sources of warm traffic. Okay? So just to recap, I want to put a number in the comments. Get your fingers and thumbs ready. Okay? Which do you have the most of? 1 is buyers. 2 is subscribers. 3 is followers. 4 is referrals. 5 is old leads. Which ones do you have the most of? It can be hard. It can be really hard. So make sure you put a comment into the comment box. Let's come and have a little look. And guys, when you put a comment in, do me a favor. Give the little the post itself, the actual video post, a little kind of love. Give it kind of a like or a love. Don't post stickers. Give it an actual or kind of care. Any of them will do. It just helps us bump up the algorithm in the Facebook group so that we know that people can see this. All right, let's have a little look at the comments. Okay. Ooh, Brittany says she's having issues. Is this skipping for anybody else? Chris says happy birthday to Jasmine. Facebook user says 3. Dusty says 5. Brittany, I don't see myself skipping. So hopefully it's just you. And I say that in a, with lots of love. Hopefully everyone else can see me fine. If not, just hashtag replay. We love a good hashtag replay. So, Dusty, you have old leads. Get yourself out there. Send them emails. Okay? Good old-fashioned, do a bit of legwork. Send them emails. Somebody else says no skipping. Perfect. Okay. So if you've got old leads, like I said, you're going to have to do legwork. Send them emails. And while you're there, say, and also if you're interested, can I put you on my mailing list? If you haven't actually formed an actual email list and you're still having to send them out one by one. Okay, you'll love me for it later, I promise. Okay, somebody else is saying old leads. Desi says no audio problems. That's great. Okay, 3. I've got somebody saying 3. I've got a few 3s there. So 3 is followers. So again, a couple of ways you can do this, guys. With followers, schedule social media, plan it out, talk about it for a couple of days. And don't just post once a day. Talk about it and post about it in a few different ways. You could do a live stream. You could upload a video. You could host an event and then live stream. You could do that over 48 hours. You can obviously put posts up with images to your group, to your news feed. There's all sorts you can do there to your business page. If you've got people on your business page, then go back through all your posts, all your things with interactions on, who's liked them, who's commented. Look at them and reach out. Reach out and connect and talk to them. Physically, just like open a chat and get talking. I was teaching my students then, and I'm going to give you this one for free, guys, because I know some of you are like, oh, EEM sounds good. I'm thinking about Experience Event Masterclass. Literally, Facebook changed its algorithm slightly a while back. And when you create an event on Facebook now, what happens is you create the event in Facebook and it will only allow you to invite your friends. So rather than you being spammy and kind of inviting everyone, where you used to tick the little box that would say, invite all. Yeah, now you can only invite your friends. So if you want to get in front of more people, make sure you're friends with your followers in your group. It works wonders. Okay, works even better if you've actually got a profile funnel that's diving in the other way. But guys, if that sounds technical, don't worry. I actually teach that inside of Experience Event Masterclass. It does work wonders. So what do we do next? Well, we've got these traffic sources. So you've identified some traffic sources. You've got old leads. Okay, so with old leads, we can do a couple of things. And we're going to talk through those now, just really quick. So with old leads, because we've got all of these different options that we can do, okay, we've got to think of a couple of things. And I just want to talk you through them actually before I dive too much into talking about traffic in much more detail. One of the biggest things you need to get your head around before you start these campaigns. Number 1, there's going to be 3 things that can muck up getting sales. 3, there's only 3. Okay, dead simple. If the traffic is too cold, so the further down the list we go, so if you haven't said number 1 and you've actually said 3, 4, or 5, as we go down those numbers, the colder the traffic gets. Okay, so if you're saying I've got 5, I've got old kind of leads, fine, they will convert. They're still warm traffic, but they are just kind of cooler than our buyers at the top who are like sizzling. They're like, yes, ready to go. So the temperature of the traffic is one of the reasons why you may not make a sale. If it is, then okay, we warm up the traffic, we talk to them, we get in communication, we reach out, and that's why it's important to reach out and connect with people and talk to them. Number 2, the biggest one, which we're going to dive into in a bit more detail, the amount of traffic. Okay, if I want to sell 10 spots on something and I actually only have 10 people turning up to follow things, am I going to sell 10 spots? No, because there is what we call a conversion rate. 10 people if I have 10 people standing in a line for ice cream, are all 10 people going to buy the same thing? No, not unless I suddenly limit the menu to a 99. They're not going to do it. Okay, they're going to all have different orders, different things they want. And that's the same when it comes to an offer that you're selling. Even though your traffic might be warm, they might know you, like you, trust you, but like, yeah, I'm interested in reading about this. It doesn't mean that they are all going to buy. So you have to be generating enough traffic, what we call an ecosystem around yourself long-term, to make consistent money every month. And we'll dive into that again in a bit more detail in a moment. So I want to kind of work through with you the things that you need. The other issue that you might have is actually the offer itself. if the offer just isn't a good fit for your people, it's too expensive is one of the things people kind of complain about the most. 9 times out of 10, it's not the offer being too expensive. It's that the offer just doesn't fit the people that you've got in your audience right now. So you change the offer, you go back, you do the exact same things you've already done in terms of reaching out to people, building that relationship, reaching out to as many people as you can, but you just do it with a different offer. Okay, that's literally how it works. So they are the 3 things, the 3 reasons why if you do not get Fast 5K, they're the 3 things. Okay, so we need to look at it. And I can't just say, oh yes, Joe Bloggs' traffic is going to be amazing because they've said 1, because their offer might not be. Or the kind of traffic, there might be buyers, but they all might be dissatisfied. So either might be really, really cold. But you guys, obviously, I'm talking to you guys all the time. You guys are not going to have bad kind of dissatisfied customers. That's just not good. So we've talked about already warm traffic sources. Those 5 we listed: buyers, subscribers, followers, referrals, and old leads. Okay, they are the warmest traffic. They're the ones, if you need to make money fast, focus on them. And each one of them has specific campaigns that we want to line up. So we want to make specific offers to specific people based on what they are. Okay, so for example, if I have current buyers, I might try and sell them what we call a renewal. So to renew from where they're at now, I might try and resell them onto a similar package, but higher price because I've put some extra stuff in. If I have, people on an email list, plenty of subscribers, if I have previous leads, okay, so old leads, I might try and do, if I'm really stuck and I'm still not converting, I might try and do a low ticket campaign, but I'm not desperate to do that because you want to try and do your higher price stuff first. So if you're looking to make a fast 5K and your offers don't hit, then work down in pricing, don't work up. Okay, so that's an option. You then have what's called a phone call campaign. So you can actually just hop on the phone with people, invite them on calls, find out their problems, invite people on a call and diagnose the problems with them live on a sales call. I personally, out of all of them, this is the one I hate the most. I love talking to you guys, absolutely love it. My problem is that because long story short, I can get sick quite easily and it means I get very, very tired. So sometimes if I'm crazy tired and I can barely keep my eyes open, I've got sales calls, I'm like, oh, wish I hadn't done that. So for me, sales calls aren't the greatest, but you can do a phone call campaign no matter which of those 5 traffic sources you've got. Okay, so that's an option. You could do a holiday themed campaign. So Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you can do that to any of those 5 traffic sources. Okay, it all works. You can make any offer to previous leads. Okay, they love it. They will buy into it. Anything like the referral campaign or where we have that Dream 100, where we call it a hit list. We've kind of gone, right, these are my targets. Let's zone in. Okay, again, they work for all traffic types. So people don't necessarily need to have bought from you or be a subscriber. They may be people that follow on social media and they may even be in your personal profiles. Okay, sometimes you've got to mine for the people. If you want fast 5K, you're going to have to do some legwork because we're using free traffic to get there. And that traffic is people we know and we have to get in front of them for free. And that can be the hard part. That's why having an email list is easy because we can write emails and we can bulk send them to our entire list, but we can just segment it based on, did they buy that product? Did they download this? When was the last time they clicked a link? We can segment the list out so we can make those offers targeted. So they are your options. Again, in terms of traffic, always try where you can to work with the hottest traffic. So work down your list of buyers, subscribers. Try doing that. For me, if I'm looking to make a fast 5K, I'm going to be emailing my list, my offer. I'm going to be reaching out to referral partners. I am going to be getting in Messenger with people and I'm going to be chatting to them. I am going to be finding out people's problems. I'm going to be diagnosing things with them. I might kind of hop on Messenger, have a quick chat. And then for me, one of the ways that I like to do is have a quick chat and go, actually, I've got 5 minutes. Do you want to hop on a Facebook call? and I literally just dial them from Messenger. And people are like, oh, how do you answer this? Like the amount of times I've had that, but it works. Okay, so you can do that. And I tell you something, you will generate quite quickly the 5K, but it is legwork. Okay, so let's just come and check in with you guys on the comments and make sure I've not lost anybody so far. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 says Palm. Okay, Palm, so you've got it golden there. You literally just have to do some legwork in terms of reaching out to each of them. Okay, if you've got buyers, give them your best offer, because the buyers, if you start with number 1, even though that possibly is a smaller pool of people, by starting with number 1 because they're your warmest and you sell them the next congruent offer on, so the next logical offer, by moving across, you may just have to kind of just contact 5 people, for example, as opposed to 15 or 20. So it is kind of easier if you've got 1, 2, and 3 to work down the list. It's definitely one that I love to do. So what else can we do in terms of generating traffic? Well, long term, there's loads. You'll have seen people talk about podcasts and PR and running Facebook ads. That's great. But what else can we do if we don't want to be spending a ton of money? Well, to be honest, this is where my kind of expertise comes in. Okay, guys, because I love catalyst events. So as I said to you guys, for me, I sometimes get crazy sick and I'm just like, yeah, there's no way I could do, as you know, some people have even pinged my phone this afternoon, going live every day, constantly doing that, because sometimes I just couldn't commit to it. So for me, what I love, and the reason I love it, is because it creates momentum like we would in the physical world. Because in real life, when I owned a chain of stores, I would have events happening in store. I'd have lots of things happening to drive people through the physical doors. Okay. And that worked really well. But online, it's like, oh, can't really kind of theme things quite as much. But we can host catalyst events in our business, which can then explode in timed periods across the year, which then mean we're getting traffic. So now we're going to talk about creating that consistent traffic without having to go into the realm of Facebook ads, okay? Or without having to go into the realm of producing podcasts every second of the day, or doing endless video blogs, YouTube videos, things like that. So catalyst events are my favorite thing. That I could stand on a soapbox and talk about them for hours. And basically what we do is, if you've got your signature system and you're wanting to launch it, say 3 times a year, you might then say, right, this is when I'm going to host it in the calendar. So I'm going to kick it off to launch it with a catalyst event. So I'm going to put all this momentum and focus all my efforts on just a small period of time, like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And I'm just going to make that explode with traffic. And then you do that in front of each signature kind of system launch. It could be that you say, okay, I'm doing that. I also have this other offer. I may want to sell services. I might have something else on my value ladder that's slightly different. I need traffic for that. And I plan to launch this in the gaps of when my signature system isn't running. Okay, well, launching. How do I launch? Well, actually, we can use catalyst events to launch. So it's actually great because with a catalyst event, we drive a ton of traffic for free. And then we can launch it and use it as an actual launch pad, because what we're doing is we're taking that warm traffic and we're turning up the temperature. It's a bit like boiling a pan of water. We see it's getting warm and we're impatient because we've got stuff happening and we've got deadlines to keep, and we turn up the gas and suddenly that pan is buzzing with energy and it's ready to go. So that's what we're doing with catalyst events. So some examples of that can be giveaways. They can be challenges, they can be micro summits, you can do the full large scale summits if you want. They can be virtual retreats, virtual conferences, and like I say, those large scale summits as well. So they are the types of catalyst event that you can use in your business. For me, I highly recommend that you do a mix and you say, right, I'm going to establish doing one of these, and one of these. It's kind of like a pick and mix. You say, this is going to work for my people. And you put it in the plan. So you put it in the plan for 2021 and say, right, this is what I'm doing because it's going to match when my offers launch. And if I need to pad it out, I just pull out the fast 5K offers and I just quickly bosh them out to fill anything in. The way that catalyst events work is you make money up front. This is why I love them. This is why they're included in this training. For example, for me, I have my daughter at a private school. So every 3 months, without fail, I get a very, very large, eye-watering large bill. And it comes through the door and I go, ooh. So I always plan to have my event so that I've raised my profit. And then I can say, right, I've also got this traffic. And then I do a launch just before that bill is about to land. So I've got plenty of cash there without making that bill hurt so much because I'm having to use other bank accounts. I can just go, right, here we go. So for example, giveaways. Giveaways are pay to play. They are, okay? Typically, you're lucky if you get one for $97. To be quite frank, the normal going rate is $150. And you pay that, and to be quite frank, it's cheaper than Facebook ads. Facebook ads to get per lead, sometimes you can get lucky, you could get $1.50. But they are like 2015 prices. Most of the time now, you're looking at kind of a $3 to $5 per lead minimum, okay? Whereas if you can even just generate 150 leads from $150 buy-in for a giveaway, then hang on a minute, 150 leads, that's like less than $1 a go. So you're paying to play, but you're not actually kind of spending anywhere near the amount of money you would on traffic like you would if you're doing Facebook ads. And a huge proportion of that traffic is going to stick around if you look after them in the right way. So you can imagine what that's like to be a participant. What happens if you're hosting it? Well, what happens with a giveaway is you are working with partners. We call them contributors. And you are the host, and you might have 20, 30, 40 contributors who've each paid you anywhere from $97 to $150. Some people charge more than that to play. Okay, they've already paid you up front, and then you host the event. And what happens is they are driving traffic into your offer, so into your kind of lead magnet, into your giveaway. Everybody is signing up. So all these people are signing up for you to your giveaway, which means they're coming onto your list. They're also downloading your lead magnet, so they're already warmed up. They're then hearing from you for a week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how long you're doing the giveaway for. And then you make your launch offer, and you can literally go in to a launch to list. You could supplement it with doing some live streams. You can do other bits, but you could do a launch to list. Way less exhausting, way less exhausting. So that is one of the ways that you can generate traffic for your business. And actually, it doesn't take that long. Okay, it's one of those that you would want to put in there consistent. You're not going to be able to do it and fill it in a week. Not at the stage that you guys are at now. We've got giveaways coming up. We've got 5 planned for next year. Our first one is called Set for Success giveaway. And basically with that, we literally have it where I will be emailing out and I will have contributors on board within a couple of days. But that's because we have a contributor invite list that is for, I think we're over 600-700 now of people that we can invite, of potential JV partners. So you guys, it might take you a couple of weeks. But again, once you've got into it and you start to build that momentum, quite quickly, you can grow that list like we have of JV partners. And again, you can then say, right, I've got this event happening, and you can invite people to take part, and it can become part of your Fast 5K kind of arsenal if you need it. So you've got giveaways. You can host paid challenges. Challenges, we're doing a free one here. It doesn't have to be free. In fact, next year, what we've got coming up, and I'm going to tell you guys, because you guys are here and I love you guys. So what we've got coming up next year is I've seen people lose so much momentum, and people need to be so focused that we're doing 12 months of paid challenges. Each month, we will be launching a challenge in advance that is a paid challenge. You can buy in for the whole 12 months if you want, if you really want some focus. But most importantly, you can come through and you can buy in for each kind of month. So you can do like a 30, 31, or 28th February day run. And it can be focused on specific things like long-term traffic generation, creating a catalyst event. We can do all of those things. Getting your Facebook ads up and running properly. List growth. That can be something that you could do. That's a way that you can generate traffic, because you can then say, and this is a great technique, you can invite people to bring a friend. So you can say, right, guys, this is the cost for taking part, $50, $97 with an upgrade. And if you want to take part, here's the best thing. You can invite your friend for $1. They then bring a friend. Suddenly, if you've brought in 30, 40 people, you've suddenly gone to 60 to 80 people really, really fast. So you've gained extra people, and half of them are buyers, and the other half technically are buyers as well, because they bought in for the $1. And when people are buyers, as we've just talked about, That is the top of the warm traffic list. We like them. They're the best ones. So you can do them, and we teach you how to do that as well. You can host micro summits, which is where you have only a small amount of guests. It's over a short period of time, and you showcase them slightly differently. What you can do there is you can bundle products together, so you can have your guests present their different courses and services, and you can sell that as a bundle ticket. So for example, and again, we've got one of these coming up, where we have 5 contributors over the course of a week. Those 5 contributors, we bundle together their offerings, and we maybe sell it for $497 as a ticket price, but actually the offering total is like $45,000 because we're taking all of these different courses at their values, but we're grouping them together. You take a cut, and the person that refers the traffic takes a cut as well. Okay, it's affiliate sales. So you could do that. You can do retreats where people pay, like we've got the live 3-day event where we're going to be creating your signature system, which is coming up. You can have it there where people pay to take part. So they are paying to come along and spend 3 days working with you. You can do in person, you can do it virtually. So that really, really works. And again, you don't have to do it all yourself. You can bring in other guests depending on how you're pricing your tickets. So you can have guest faculty teaching certain elements, or you can deliver the lot yourself. You're just planning a 3-day event. And again, inside EEM, we teach you this. The other one that you can do is conferences. We had Audience Growth Con, which is a free conference. You can have paid, where people buy a ticket in advance and then you arrange faculty members. That is another great way, because you only need to bring on a couple of speakers to begin, and then you start selling tickets. Okay, and then you start to announce the lineup as you get closer to the event. That is one that takes a little bit longer lead time because you want to be marketing it quite a while in advance, but it is a good way to generate income. So as you can see, what we've actually done with Catalyst events is we're taking our offer and our traffic and we're putting them together. So we're saying, right, these events are working as you've gathered now with partners or using buyers to bring other buyers in. And what we're doing is they are bringing traffic and leads. We have an offer and we are selling the offer at the same time as we're generating traffic. We're using that traffic boost to not just only get the early sales in, but then to launch something much bigger. And that's how we get into the consistent higher figure months, is by using timed Catalyst events to kind of explode in our business. Okay, that's what we're doing. So same way supermarkets do it. Okay, if you go into a supermarket or a large scale store, you'll find, certainly here in England, okay, the day after Christmas, they have the Easter eggs out. They have the hot cross buns. Okay, literally before the children go back, before the children break up from school, they've got the back to school offers running because they have them timed, because they know what's going to happen in terms of traffic and footfall through the doors. We can do the same thing with Catalyst events. So instead of just turning on Facebook ads, setting and forgetting, and then suddenly going, whoa, where did that $10,000 bill come from? Why haven't I got 10,000 leads? We can generate them really, really fast. And the best bit is we're working with partners. And partners and networking grows your business exponentially faster than it does in any other form. So that's something you can do. And like I said, you can do the larger scale conferences that work very, very similar to micro summits. But again, it's just much, much larger scale. So guys, they are ways that you can get long-term traffic. But if you need fast traffic, remember what we said: buyers, subscribers, followers, referrals, old leads, in that order. They are the way we get our fast 5. So let's come check on you guys in the comments. All right, what are we thinking, guys, with this? Who is thinking that they want to just do fast 5 and now sound scared and think, if you think that doesn't sound so much fun, put a 1 in the comments. If you're thinking, my gosh, Catalyst events sound cool, I need these in my business because I don't want to have to be working and creating 8 hours a day of free content, put a number 2 in the comments because I'd love to see where you guys are at. I love it when you put comments in. I just can't see your stickers because I use StreamYard. So never ever post stickers when we're talking because I miss them till I come check the comments. And I'm like, oh, I missed that. But do you see, guys, how it all works in terms of traffic? We have free traffic that we use for fast campaigns that require us to do legwork. And then we have Catalyst events where we partner up and we drive way more traffic at what we're doing, where actually we're making money. So we're making money up front and we're generating stuff. And that's our long term, because that gives us our stable business plan. And it helps us. Remember, we talked earlier in the week about the crop rotation. We take the low hanging fruit, which is where we do our fast offers for fast cash. And long term in business, I always kind of say to people, we should be running some form of fast cash offer, once a month. We want to run some form of fast cash offer. Bring that, ripe fruit down off the tree, and then refill it back up with that rotation. And the rotation is just moving through the different catalyst events. That is the strongest and safest way to grow your business. So by doing it that way, we're kind of like, right, okay, this works. If you are thinking, wow, okay, I'm not technical, it's okay. You don't have to be uber technical to run all of the events. There are some events that are more technical. Large scale summits are super technical. Okay, the one in September that I was super ill for, okay, and it was like, oh my gosh, my team got ill and then I got ill. And, we not only had the large scale summit, we had the revolving events going on. So we had more than 60 revolving events that were happening around our summit to make it into the conference. And we just finished a giveaway just 2 weeks earlier. So we had tons happening. So that is complicated. That is lots of moving parts and complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, a basic giveaway. You don't have different tiers of options for people to buy into. You have one set contributor fee. You have 3 pages in your funnel. 4 if you count creating a page for your contributors to go to sign up. Okay, so you have 3 pages that are public and 1 that is just for your contributors. So it's a 4-page funnel. And you have roughly 5 emails that you're going to be sending during the giveaway if it's a 1 week. And then we have 5 that we do in advance. So that automations are super simple. The actual pages aren't that bad to create. And my favorite with giveaways, and why I always say, don't panic about kind of creating catalyst events. It can feel when you first start doing these things like, hang on, I've got to build a funnel for this. I've got to do this. Yes, but we can reuse them. So next year, we have 5 giveaways running. 3 of them we ran this year. Those pages, those funnels are built. They're gorgeous. The automations are there. Literally, we just need to go through and change the dates. That is how complicated it is. We go through and we change the dates. That's how much effort my team will have to put in. The hardest bit for us is going to be inviting contributors. And that's just because we have so many good people we work with. It's finding who's going to be a good fit for each event. That's literally it. For the other ones, we will have to create a new little mini funnel. But you know what's great? Because we've held 1 giveaway, we can clone that, we can update it and give it a bit of a refresh, and it will work the same way. So don't kind of panic and go, oh, this sounds like a lot. It's not. It really is super easy once you get your head into it. And if you're not technical, we will give you the stuff inside of Experience Event Masterclass to make it so that you can do it. Okay? We have people who are running lead magnets at the moment. First thing we do with students, if they don't have lead magnets, you make them. We give you the funnels for it. We have students running challenges. Okay? We've talked through how those funnels look. We've talked through the automations. We've given them literally a full sales page funnel and OTO, the whole shebang. All they've got to do is put their own copy in, and we've given them a template for it and put their pictures in. And guess what, guys? We gave them some templates for that. So you don't have to worry about getting super technically bogged down with creating these events. Getting the fast 5K, getting stuff now, that's when you have to go back and look at free traffic. It's where you've got to put in the legwork. Money will land in your plate, but you've got to do the work, because those people at the top, the buyers, they're easy. They should be on an email list. But the further down we go, the old leads, you might have to A, hunt for that information, and B, again, you might have to just do cold outreach. You might have to follow up with them. Check in, see how they're going. So they are ways that you can easily create money with the Fast 5, because you can go through, and remember, I'm going to repeat them for those of you who are just tuning in, for those of you who are just like, oh my God, Lindsay, can't keep up. The best way to get traffic to your offers, if you want to make a fast 5K, use your buyers, previous buyers. Number 1, the warmest type of traffic are previous buyers. Number 2 is subscribers. Okay, if they've subscribed to your email list, they are pretty warm if you've been emailing them. If you haven't, send them some emails, warm them up. Okay, number 3, your followers on social media, in particular those are liking, commenting, and engaging with you. They are the ones that are really warm. Referral partners, people that have been introduced to you, people that could introduce other people to you. Again, super helpful. And the reason that works, even though you don't know the people that referral partners might introduce you to, because people often say, well, how does that work? Because they don't know me or trust me or like me. But that's in the warm traffic option. The reason it's in the warm traffic option is because those people are actually transferring their trust in you and the trust they have with this person that you don't know yet. And they're kind of saying, look, I trust them, so you should trust them. So you're kind of getting that know, like, and trust and that warmth. It's literally being transferred over to you from your referral partner. So that's why they are there in number 4 position. And number 5 is old leads. If you've got old leads, they are your 5 traffic sources. They are the ones that are going to convert fast into cash for you. So they're the ones you need to work on. Take the category campaigns that we talked about yesterday. Look at them. We talked about which ones you should have the most of when we did our asset audit. So you know which are your kind of primary options here. You know where you've got the most. So if you've got an email system where you can segment, you can go down and you can go through people. I'm a huge fan of tagging for this reason because it saves so much time. But if not, you will have to do it manually. For me, I would start with my buyers if I've got them. After that, to be quite frank, because we've got an email system, because we segment, I would go through my juiciest kind of fruits. Where have I got those big numbers in my asset audit? Let's focus on them because we only need a handful to convert on a couple of $1,000 offer and we've easily got the 5K. Is this making sense for everyone? Who's excited? Put a 1 in the comments if you guys are excited, because I am. Because honestly, once you started doing this, you are going to find it so easy to make not just fast cash, but consistent cash. Okay, because putting those things together, that formula is amazing. Okay, so pop a 1 in the comments if you are feeling excited. Obviously don't pop a 1 in if you're not. I want to see who's here and who's excited. Chris is excited. Dusty, I think that's come through from you just now. So that's 1 from Dusty. Anything where it comes to creating your events, like I say, it does sound scary with catalyst events when we're starting to talk about making stuff consistent and actually planning into next year. First of all, because who knows what level of Jumanji we're going to be on next year for everything to be happening. But what I can tell you is that all of the types of events that I listed when we're talking about catalysts are all going to explode next year, even more so than they are now. The difference is that those that are done well are going to thrive, and those that are kind of people don't know what they're doing, they haven't got the experience, they're going to tank. And that's one of the big things and why I'm kind of explaining this to you now, so you can understand and start thinking, right, I can put this into my business plan, I can get the help that I need to be able to do it. Therefore, I'm going to set myself up for success with 2021 because, you know, let's face it, we all kind of need to write off 2020. It's a little bit of a funny year. So with that in mind, Experience Event Masterclass, there's a ton of you opted in yesterday. I knew you guys wouldn't want to lose that unlimited access and lose the live retreat ticket. I knew you'd want that. So because like I said before, it's my daughter's birthday today and she's learning sales funnels. I should say she's learning this because she wants to come to Nashville next year with me so she can get one of these. There we go. That's what she wants for coming to Funnel Hacking Live. So that's what she wants to do because actually I think she just wants to come to the hotel because there's a giant swimming pool. So she's learning funnel hacking. So she said to me that because of that, I should invite you guys. And I did say to her as a birthday present, I will count any sales that we make today towards her grand total because she was told she has to make 1,500. Because I do this with my daughter, like literally guys, I teach it that much. I do this with my daughter that she has to make 1,500 if she wants to come to Nashville, literally. So I will count anything today towards her funnel. But so you guys could give her a birthday present, just pointing that one out. But in return, what I'm doing is I'm extending that live retreat offer where until midnight tonight, if you do want to take part in the live 3-day event to create your signature system, where we literally go from, oh my gosh, what am I doing? To, right, it's outlined, it's ready, I've got content, everything is built, I just need to sell it. Okay? We do that in 3 days. It's crazy, it's manic, it's fantastic. 3 days, and we're going to give you a free ticket to it because I talked about this on the live stream the other day, and that's why it's not on the sales page because I'm just letting you guys know. People that are on my email list, you'll see I mention it, but they're not. they're not in the know like you guys are because they haven't turned up live. They'll probably be hashtag replaying, which is fine, but they're not live. So go and take a look at Experience Event Masterclass and make sure you get in. Like I say, as a little kind of side note, because it's my daughter's birthday, I am going to put any sales that come in today towards her funnel total. I'm going to be a really nice mum. Slightly dreading it because she'll probably drive me nuts. But, you know, we're going to add it for her to come to Nashville. But most importantly for you guys, the Catalyst event stuff that we're teaching, this year we have made so many summits and events for clients. It's crazy. Like, I've actually lost count. And one of the big things that we're starting to see is a huge shift in how people are behaving. What worked at the start of the year is not working now. So the benefit of working with Inside EEM is that 12-month business incubator is we're actually giving you insights not only into things that we do, not only into using my experience and my consultancy, but actually you're getting the benefit of the insights that we have from working with our huge client list within Growthvine, who, to be quite frank, they are ranging from 6 up to 8-figure businesses. So you're getting to leverage that and you're getting the insights on what works. Because so often it's so easy for people to sit there and say, yeah, I had this offer, it didn't work. It didn't work because I had a small list. I didn't email them enough. And actually, when you then take the same issue and you apply it to an 8-figure business, if they are having the same problem and they're throwing money at it, chances are it's not the same thing that you think that's causing the problem. And that's where we can come in and we can look at it. Okay, so that's one of the benefits. Now, with EEM, like I said, we are giving you templates, we're giving you swipe files, we are giving you one-to-one, we're giving you that in the form of 1 coaching call a week or implementation. So week 1 is group coach, week 2 is implementation, week 3 is group coach, week 4 is implementation. But we don't do that as a huge group, guys. Literally, we do that in pods. And I'm so excited because I'm actually looking at the moment from the people who are opting in and starting to group people already based on what I can find out about them. And we're starting to create those pods. So guys, do make sure you're in because I'm so excited for who's going to be in my next pod. And I'm so excited to see who is going to be able to launch events for next year because seriously, you're going to love it. Next year is going to be amazing because the industry has changed so much this year. But to be in, you have to be able to play. And if you don't want to do pay to play on Facebook ads, because Facebook ads and virtual events don't really tend to go hand in hand unless we're doing retargeting. So if you don't want to do pay to play and you want to work with other people, you want to grow much, much quicker than you are, you want to be able to generate those thousands of subscribers and you want that expert positioning and you're serious about it and think, right, I want to do this, I'm going to give myself a year, then make sure you're an Experience Event Masterclass. I'm going to put it up on the ticker tape. You guys will get an email about it as well because, you know, if anything like me, you'll read the ticker tape and go, I'll do that in a minute. Then you'll drink your cup of tea and go, what was I doing? So I'm sending you an email about it as well. And like I say, you've got all those bonuses. Now, these bonuses, I've already, like I say, we expired the one-to-one support access. Okay, that's gone. But there are the other bonuses as well. Remember, we've got so many bonuses in this at the moment, but they're not staying around forever. That's kind of the trick point to this. So in terms of the lifetime license to the Cash Booster campaigns, which dives into everything we've covered this week in much more detail, that will be going shortly. The implementation call with me, the initial setup call, we dive in, we do a huge diagnostic. That's there as a bonus at the moment. You've also got the event in March. Remember I told you about our event in March? It is, if you ever want to do speaking, you want to be seen as not a newcomer, not somebody that can be pushed around, somebody that's actually going to be credible and actually get booked to speak and get invitations to joint venture stuff, then you're going to love the event in March and we're giving you a free ticket to participate. So we're giving you that as well. We're also giving you all of those other access points. So we're giving you additional training. We're giving you access to some bonus stuff. I've got so many secret surprises lined up for you guys over the course of the 12 months. You're going to love it. So there's all these secret bonus elements that you guys don't even know how to unlock yet. So when we start working with things and you gain XP points and you tick them off in our platform, you start to unlock bonuses. It's exciting. So you're going to get that as well. So most importantly, of course, the thing we've not talked about, we use the word experience a lot. It's all focused around creating that higher energy, higher level, next level experience for your customers, your buyers. And the benefit of that is they're going to refer you to other people. So ultimately, you are creating more of the people that you want in those top 3 brackets for your warm traffic campaign. So every time you then later go on to do fast cash campaigns, you are snowballing your business and growing it rapidly. And you've then got those kind of continuous catalyst events planned in your business as well. So that is the benefit of what we're doing. Like I said, it is a 12-month commitment. It is a business incubator. So we are kind of taking you from those little hatchlings and we're making you grow into gorgeous, gorgeous businesses. And the commitment for that is $197 per month. You can do pay in full, okay? You get an extra bonus session with me if you do pay in full. But if you don't worry, because payment plan, I know it's been a tough year. So that's why we've got payment plan in there as well. And of course, like I said, the bonuses are there. They will be expiring over the course of the next couple of days. I'm going to be like, and this is going, and this is going, because literally I'm giving you so much. I think maybe I'm giving you too much. Like maybe I've over-delivered like so much, because this actually should be 100,000 plus in terms of the cost for it, because of the pure value that we've got attached to everything. So maybe I've over-delivered. So that's why we're going to be taking some of those bonuses back out. So guys, if you've got any questions at all, do pop things into the comments and let me know if you've got questions. If you want to kind of have a chat with me, just drop me a kind of message in the comments as well at any point. If you do want to have a quick chat, I'm always happy to. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's training is fantastic. You're going to love it. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about closing the sale, even when you hate sales, okay? Because sometimes it feels sleazy, doesn't it? So we're going to talk about closing the sale and doing all of that and how to really nail it. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. And then over the weekend, if you want to join me, now Saturday might be funny because I'm going to be coming live to you after it's been the England-Ireland rugby match. And I'm going to say now, I will be having a pint, okay? So Saturday, the match is on early during the day. Saturday evening for me, okay, we're going to be doing a workshop. We're going to be doing the rinse and repeat. So we've got that happening. So there's plenty of stuff happening tomorrow to finish the five days to 5K challenge. And then we've got bonus workshops because I'm going to let it slip, guys. Okay, the doors to Experience Event Masterclass will close Monday night. I'm not leaving it open because we're already just about full. We haven't got that many spaces left. And if it does fill before the weekend, what I will say is we will still be doing all the live training because I've committed to it, but I will let you guys know because, yeah, and what we'll be doing is anybody who wants to come in after we've kind of become full, we will be putting you on a waiting list. So that's what will happen there. Or we might stagger your start because we'll have to bring in extra pod experts because we literally have a quota. We do not go over those numbers. Okay, I'm not that type of coach. So we don't do that. Okay, guys? So I hope you join me tomorrow for how to close the sale, even when you hate sales. And we're going to talk a little bit about crafting that revenue plan for how you will profit, not just now with the Fast 5, but beyond it. So we're going to start actually creating a revenue plan as well. Okay, so I hope to see you tomorrow, guys. Let me know in the comments if you need anything, you've got any thoughts. And I look forward to seeing you again. Chris is saying you're a star as always. Thank you, Chris. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night, guys. And let me know how it goes. I want you guys to go over the next 24 hours. I challenge you. I dare you. I double dare you. Okay, go and reach out to your warm traffic. Take the offers that we've been talking about. I said yesterday, bullet point out 3 or 4 offers, put some features in, hit those leads, hit each of those warm traffic options and make sure that you are doing that because I want to know tomorrow how many of you did it and I want to see where you're at. How much revenue have you started to generate for yourself? Because this is the key thing. Now you know those 5 traffic sources and the order to focus on them, then you can take those offers and you can really start to hit home. You literally can generate it in 24 hours if you want to. So I'm going to challenge you to do it and I will see you tomorrow night, guys. Ciao for now. Hope everything goes well. Remember to post in the Facebook group as you're doing it, okay? I want to see where you guys are at. All right, guys, ciao.